Wine placed a similar document on the table in front of every seat on a huge table that could accommodate a total of 25 people. The preparations for the meeting were going on as it was about to start in 15 minutes. She was wearing a black colored coat that hugged her figure well with a piece of jewelry, making it look elegant and classic. Wine. Thank you, she politely said to other employees who helped her. She was an assistant director in the Amis group of companies. It was based on technology and cybersecurity. The door slid open and she found her boss entering. Ryan, you're early today? She asked with a surprised expression. Her boss, Jungkook, shrugged as he walked up to her and took a seat on the head of the table, unbuttoning his coat. Jungkook, I was missing someone. He held her hand and pulled her on his lap, licking her lips while Vine wrapped her arms around his neck. Jungkook, Mom called me last night. She was asking when are we getting married. Sometimes I think she is more impatient than me. Ryan, impossible. I know how impatient you are. He laughed. It didn't embarrass him, nor it was ever going to. He truly wanted to marry her as soon as he could. Ryan, let's marry then. Let's fix a date. I'll clear out our schedules. He nodded and held her in his embrace before they got separated. He read the document, and until then, the meeting started as people started to fill in the seats. During the meeting, an employee came up to give a presentation. As soon as he connected the projector with his laptop, the screen showed some kind of error. Before they all realized his laptop had been hijacked, someone had installed virus in the laptop. Jungkook squinted his eyes as the employee panicked and tried to use his laptop in any way, but the laptop was completely useless until they would pay to the unknown attacker to get the control back of his laptop. Jungkook leaned back against his seat. His strict and cold professional eyes had turned into a dangerous stare. Jungkook, Mr. David, remind me again which company are you working for? When David stayed quiet, Jungkook blew up. Jungkook, this is a company half built over cybersecurity. If the employees here cannot protect their own systems, how the hell are you even working here? Where is your HR? David, I'm sorry, sir. I'll sort this out quickly. Jungkook, why was your laptop vulnerable? How did the attacker even get in there? How can you be so careless, Mr. David? Jungkook, Miss Ryan, I want a security recheck of every server, every device, every network of every floor. Any kind of vulnerability, you bring me the employee responsible, along with the respected team leader and the HR of that floor. I am going to fire them personally. Wine could visibly notice how everyone present in the room gulped and feared the results, even if they were pretty sure they kept security quite high. Jungkook was really strict about such things. No one was sure how could a security breach was possible. David instantly disconnected his laptop from the projector. Jungkook, you have 1 day. Recover all the files which were in that laptop or resign before I fire you as well. Dismissed. He rolled his chair back and stormed out of the room. His muscles were tensed and he was mad, really mad at the carelessness of his employees. Vine sent out the following order for a security recheckup at every floor as per order, and then followed Jungkook to his office room. As she entered quietly, closing the door behind her, she found him working on his laptop with a frown and tensed muscles. He walked behind his chair and placed her hand on his shoulders and started to massage them. Jungkook, Ryan, it's alright. Ryan, let me. I want to. As she massaged him, he tried to focus on his work but eventually let go, leaning back against his chair. Ryan, I know you are strict about it. It's only valid. Once the recheck is done, it will be back to secure. Jungkook, it could lead to something really big. It could cause a huge trouble, or maybe it already did, and we're not aware. I want it done as quickly and as deeply as possible. Ryan, I'll make sure that happens. Are you really going to fire them if there is a problem? Jungkook, yes, every single one of them. David is a gone case too. He cannot recover the files without paying the attacker. Jungkook, I do not understand. Why the hell was there no proper security checkup in his device? He started to get angry again, and one wrapped her arms around his neck, still staying behind his chair. Ryan, you know, I have started to understand why you don't let anyone transfer their work to their personal devices. Because you are always afraid they won't be able to protect it. That's smart. Ryan, makes me excited I'm marrying such a man. Jungkook, are you buttering me right now? She giggled and kissed his cheek, and his frown eased a little. Ryan, I'll treat you on a meal if David is able to recover his laptop. Jungkook, I swear, love, you should have simply said you didn't want to treat me to a meal. Ever. I would understand that better. Ryan, it's not like you let me pay for it anyways, no matter how many times I have tried. Jungkook, whatever this modern era is, I don't believe in it. My woman is not paying for anything. Wine. Alright, I'm ordering food. Pay for it, Mr. CEO. She settled on his lap again and ordered up the meal, and then Jungkook showed her a few designs of jewelry on his laptop. Jungkook, I like these. Which one do you think will go better with the wedding dress? Wine selected one and gave him that impressed look over his choice, and he grinned in response. Wine, I got you a tie and a watch too for that day. Wine had already bought her dress, but Jungkook hadn't had the chance to buy his tuxedo yet. Jungkook, I am matching jewelry with your dress, but you want me to match my outfit with the tie and the watch. Wine, of course. Is that even a question? She blinked her eyes and squeezed his cheeks. Wine, I love you. He held her chin and kissed her, locking his fingers in her hair. He was going to let her do anything she wanted, even if it was the most ridiculous thing ever. If she pointed at it, he would get it for her. Jungkook, if you were going to put the whole world on one side of the scale, my love for you at the other side would still weigh more.